Major crypto games shut down every other week in the crypto gaming space, including some bangers such as Sparkball. And we saw this really sad message. They haven't quite shut down, but they had to seriously cut into their budget and they didn't manage a capital raise they were really going for. Now, Sparkball is an insanely fun MOBA game with some unique mechanics, separating it from a market getting more saturated every single day. It is seriously something we needed in this space. This should make everyone in this industry realize just how few games are going to survive the next bear market. With funding becoming increasingly difficult to obtain, I will cover the 5 games that will not only thrive in the 2025 bull market, but attract all the liquidity in the bear market as well. So you definitely want to pay attention to the games I'm about to speak about. Now, the first one is, of course, Illuvium. You can see that they've got runway until 2026, and they are doing some epic work. You can see from this video alone that you can play with your friends, you can bring in your alluvials, you can play in the MMO Lite and explore and see what happens out of that adventure, which is a bunch of updates they have not shipped yet, but going to really change the way people view this project. Not only that, but you're going to be able to really enjoy in the economy in a way you haven't been able to before. It's going to be more free to play, more optimized. Everything that went wrong with Illuvium on its launch is now being fixed and is going to be repaired and ready for the future of this game before you even know it's coming. So this is one of those projects that you really need to keep an eye on, okay? Not only that, but the MMO Lite vertical slice is to come in 2025. Revamping and relaunching will reignite revenue for this game and keep it around and running for the long term into the future. Now, the game I also reveal at the end of this list also launches their next frontier in only a matter of days. Now, I want to spread more positivity in the space and help the industry prosper. Please subscribe if you want to follow me on that journey. The next one is, of course, a favorite of many communities, and that is Star Atlas. You can see in the devlog right here that the Gatling gun currently feels underwhelming when it should feel like a power weapon, and he updated it to shoot while it spins up, dramatically increasing the damage per shot. They're taking on the feedback and pushing updates to their shooter title so fast, it's actually insane. The rapid shooter development is important for anything to thrive in this space, and just proving that they're doing this, the same as Illuvium, the same as the other games on this list, is really critical to having these games succeed, not only in 2025 and 2026, but through the future bear markets as well. It's what's going to attract all the liquidity from these smaller games into these titles as crypto gaming evolves heading into the future years. They've made hundreds of millions from NFT and token sales, and they're looking to launch Season 0 ASAP, maybe even in 2026. So this game has come a long way and it's got to go even further. You can even see from the space exploration here that the other aspects of the game are quite fleshed out now. They're looking really good. Now they have a lot of different components of this overall metaverse, and they haven't really quite come together in that way yet. But when they do, I think it's going to turn a lot of heads. It's going to make it really hard for newcomers in the industry to catch up. So you're going to want to keep up to date with these sorts of projects every single chance you get. There's a video from Star Atlas. Anyways, the other one is Wilder World, okay? We could see that they just created their new thing called Cypher, which is a US Treasury-backed fund powering Wilder World, Zero, and creators. Not only through Cypher and through their other projects, things like Project Titan, they just raised more money with the announcement of Cypher, and they have constant wild buybacks showing treasury strength. I believe 20 million or something went into this one here. They also have Metropolis, which is coming out very soon as they start to piece everything together and really push to make Wilder World something that you will never forget. And trust me, I think this is going to be one of the longest lasting projects we ever see. Some of these other ones, they're really exciting and they've got a lot of great stuff coming. But Wilder World is going to be really hard to miss when people start getting involved with the metaverse in the future. Check out this video really quickly.
Welcome to Wilder World, a futuristic metaverse where everything is tokenized. Every asset, resource, and character all exist as tradable digital assets. The Wild token powers Metropolis, the protocol that fuels the Wilder World on-chain economy. Here's how it works. Virtual products are designed, manufactured and minted, similar to the real world, and distributed through packs every week. You can use crypto, cash, or compete in-game to acquire packs. Once acquired, these assets are owned by you and unlock in-game functionality. 100% of the revenue generated is used to buy back Wild on the open market. This Wild is then redistributed to Wild stakers through the Zero app, where 2.5% is permanently burned from the total token supply, making Wild deflationary. To control in-game inflation and tie asset production to actual player growth, the minting of new items requires resources from virtual land plots, which are backed by Wild. The result? An on-chain economy with billions of assets that will rival real-world economies. A protocol that will reshape how we think about virtual ownership forever. Buy Wild and stake your claim in the metaverse economy of tomorrow.
Stake your claim. Not only is 100% of the revenue for the game, which I expect to increase very rapidly heading into this bull run, going to be given back to Wild stakers. Not only that, but players can actually generate and create their own skin NFTs and sell them on the market. So there's this real creator economy built into this metaverse, unlike anything you have ever seen before. I think it's going to be absolutely massive. This will thrive indefinitely in the overall crypto space, not just the crypto gaming space. Another game we need to talk about is actually Off the Grid, which is one of the first, if not the first, crypto game to debut on Steam. They're the first AAA crypto game with millions of players at any given time, and they have secured hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. They're going to be around for the very long term. It's one of the best games to play. It's the most fun. It's one of the only battle royales, surprisingly, or at least AAA battle royales. It's the first game to get onto Steam, making it a huge milestone for the crypto gaming industry. Not only that, but you can see that they started constantly shipping meaningful updates right here. You can see there's a brand new cyber limbs are coming out. I mean, it took way too long in my opinion, but they were focused on optimization, and that makes perfect sense. But it's really awesome to see there's all this new stuff coming to the game. And if they can ship updates like this constantly, they'll actually be pacing major AAA studios, the likes of Call of Duty, Activision, Battlefield, Treyarch, and all the rest of them. They'll actually be outpacing them if they get this content updated, shipped constantly, and this actually looks like so much fun. I need to get back into this game and play it all over again. It is absolutely massive. Now, the last game I need to talk about is something that might surprise you a little bit, and it's actually Atia's Legacy, okay? So, this is Axie Infinity's new MMO title, and they've raised hundreds of millions in capital. They're not going anywhere, I promise you that. And they have Atia's Legacy, which is launching, or at least supposed to be having a playtest slated for summer, so it should be within weeks, or so I've heard, but maybe it could be towards the end of the year, I don't know. Their pre-registration exceeded 17 million users, outpacing anything else in the crypto game industry, maybe all of those projects combined, and their playtest is very soon, so it's very exciting. The game looks really promising. They've already got one of the most dedicated communities in this entire space. I think this thing is, if it doesn't send all of crypto gaming and make it all really exciting for the whole space, I think it's actually going to make it really exciting for layer 2s in general, crypto gaming, and get a lot of the crypto and the gaming people all together to play this game, especially in things like Latin America, the Philippines, Asia, all that sort of stuff, which are going to really love this game. It's going to be coming to mobile, so it's one of the only AAA titles I would consider it AAA on the mobile platform. So it's very exciting in that way. More playtest people to register to playtest the game than basically any other game on this list. I think it's going to be incredible. I hope you learned something today. Please subscribe to learn more about the exciting projects and big wins in the crypto gaming industry.